Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will teach you the email writing and the general principles of email writing. And this is the continuation of my previous video on general principles of email writing. So if you are a new subscriber, you can watch my previous video on general principles of email writing part 1. So in this video, we will look into detail, conciseness, then how to attach essential files and pictures. Then third, mind your language. Then fourth, identify yourself clearly. And fifth, how to distinguish between formal and informal situations. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. Conciseness. Transmission of maximum information by using minimum words should be your aim in email writing. If you clearly and concisely write what you wish to say, you will be able to arrest the attention of the reader and focus it on the message. Avoid unnecessary details and roundabout expressions and come to the point directly. Remember that people are busy and they receive dozens of emails daily. It will be irritating for them to go through long introductions and preliminaries. Do not forget that an email is a means of contact between two persons. When you meet a person after greeting him, you straight away come to the point. Adopt the same approach when you write an email. Therefore, avoid verbosity. Then next, you have to attach essential files and pictures. One of the beauties of email is that virtually any file can be attached to email and transmitted. Such files retain any formatting done in it. This makes it easy to distribute copies of documents, artwork, presentation slides, and so forth to a large number of people quickly and reliable. However, attaching files has dark side too. Don't attach to your mail large text and graphics files without checking in advance with the intended receiver. Then next, you have to mind your language. So at the time of writing an email, the sender should ensure that his knowledge of the receiver is comprehensive. The level of knowledge, educational background and status of the decoder help the encoder in formulating his message. In case, if there is any discrepancy between the usage and comprehension of terms, miscommunication can arise. If the sender decides to back up his communication with facts and figures, there should be accuracy in stating the same. A situation in which a receiver is forced to check the presented facts and figures should not arise. Besides, bad grammar and spelling errors can be fatal, as countless mails that flash across the globe are unclear and inconsiderate to their readers. They generate even more mails seeking clarification or explaining mails because email is conversational. The medium is so quick and so immediate that the sender and the recipient feel as though they are speaking to each other long distance. So, if your email contains multiple messages that are only loosely related, in order to avoid the risk that your reader will reply only to the first item that grabs his or her fancy, you could remember your points to ensure they are all read, adding an introductory line that states how many parts there are to the message. If the points are substantial enough, split them up into separate messages so your recipient can delete, respond, file or forward each item individually. So first, you have to keep your message readable. Second, use standard capitalization and spelling, especially when your message asks your recipient to do work for you. Third, you have to skip lines between paragraphs. Then fourth, you have to avoid fancy typefaces. Don't depend upon bold font or large size to add nuances. Many people's email readers only display plain text. In a pinch, use asterisks to show emphasis. And at last, use standard capitalization. The next point, identify yourself clearly. When contacting someone, always include your name, occupation, and any other important identification or information in the first few sentences. If you are following up on a face-to-face contact, you might appear too timid if you assume your recipient doesn't remember you, but you can drop casual hints to jog their memory. For instance, I enjoyed talking with you about PDAs in the elevator the other day. Every fall, I get emails from dash and dash email IDs of someone unknown who asks a question about class and doesn't sign the real names. So while formal phrases such as Dear Professor Wood and Sincerely Yours are unnecessary in email, when contacting someone outside your own organization, you should write a signature line that includes your full name and at least a link to a blog or online profile page. That is something that does not require a recipient to log in first. The next point, you have to distinguish between formal and informal situations. So when you're writing to a friend or a close colleague, it is okay to use smileys and abbreviations like IIRC for if I recall correctly or LOL for laughing out loud, etc. And non-standard punctuation and spelling like that found in instant messaging or chat rooms. So these linguistic shortcuts are generally signs of friendly intimacy, like sharing cold pizza with a family friend, or if you try to share that same cold pizza with a first date. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this English lesson series and learned a lot. So you can continue studying with me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.